last video, we learned why and how price fluctuates in an agricultural market and also the cycle of adjustments between the demand and the supply. In this video, we will try to use a mathematical model, which is also called the Cobb-Webb market model, and try to solve this model by using the first order difference equation. Consider this agricultural market model. D is the demand, S is the supply, P is the price, and T is the time period. Can you interpret this model? This model may be interpreted as the quantity demanded is a function of the current price and quantity supplied is a function of the price in the previous period. Using the usual linear demand and supply models, consider this equilibrium condition. This is a difference equation model with time lag. We can find the path of equilibrium from one period to the other. Let us substitute the demand and supply equations in the market equilibrium equation. Simplifying, we get this result. Now, considering a future period t plus 1, this equation becomes like this. Can you relate this equation to any form of equation you learned earlier? If you can recollect, this equation is similar to the general structure of a first order difference equation. Do you remember the solution to a first order difference equation? The solution to the first order difference equation is given like this. Using this solution, we can write the solution for the market model. Comparing the two equations, we get yt is equal to p, yt plus 1 equal to pt plus 1, c is equal to a plus c by b, and b is equal to d by b, and take y0 equal to p0. Therefore, using the solution for the first order difference equation, we get this solution. And simplifying gives this result. Can you identify this term? If you solve the market model, you get the equilibrium price as P bar is equal to A plus C by B plus D. This is called the intertemporal equilibrium price. Substituting this intertemporal equilibrium price in this equation, we get the time path for price. This is the time path of the Cobb-Webb market model. Let us now try to find the nature of this time path. We know that P0 is the initial price, P bar is the intertemporal equilibrium, and Pt will depend on the term d by b. This is the ratio of the slopes of the supply and demand curves. This means that the time path will depend on the slope of the demand and the supply curves. There may be three cases. In this ratio, D is the slope of the supply curve and B is the slope of the demand curve. If the ratio D by B is less than 1, this means that the slope of the supply curve is less than the slope of the demand curve. Now look at the time path expression. What happens to this term as the value of t goes on increasing? As t goes on increasing, the ratio minus d by b whole to the power t goes on decreasing. If t tends to infinity, the term minus d by b whole to the power t tends to 0, and this expression will also tend to 0. Therefore, pt will be equal to p bar. This shows that if the slope of the demand curve is greater than the slope of the supply curve, the time path of price moves towards the equilibrium price and is said to be convergent, or the market is said to be dynamically stable. Can you explain the situation of convergent time path graphically? Try it. If the ratio d by b is greater than 1, this means that the slope of the supply curve is greater than the slope of the demand curve. In this case, if value of t goes on increasing, the ratio minus d by b whole to the power t goes on increasing. If t tends to infinity, minus d by b whole to the power t will also tend to infinity, and this expression will tend to infinity. Therefore, pt will not be equal to p bar. This shows that if the slope of the supply curve is greater than the slope of the demand curve, the time path of price moves away from the equilibrium price and is said to be divergent, or market is said to be dynamically unstable. Can you explain this situation of divergent equilibrium path graphically? Try it. If the ratio d by b is equal to 1, this means that the slope of the demand curve and the slope of the supply curve is equal. In this case, the ratio minus d by b whole to the power t will be positive or negative, depending on whether t is odd or even. If t is odd, this ratio will be minus 1, and if t is even, we have plus 1. So the expression will alternate between minus 1 and plus 1, and the time path will be a regular one. If you try to draw the demand and supply curve with equal slope, we get a figure like this. This shows that the divergence of the current price from the equilibrium price remain the same for different time periods, and we have a regular time path. The arrows move around the same square.